What up, y'all? It is your girl, Jessella. And I am back with another video. I bet you guys are looking like, hey, why does she have the same outfit on? Mind your fucking business, bitch. I just decided to film 2 videos in one day because why not? Because I can get lazy, easy. So I'm like, while I have the energy, I might as well, you know what I'm saying, utilize it. So we here with it, okay? All right, y'all. So initially this video was going to be on harsh truths, but I was like, since I have a whole little section of this video where I was speaking about women's, safety, and that was like very important and very heavy on my heart, I was like, let me just make this the theme of the video. So I hope you guys enjoy and take heed. There's just certain things that women should be mindful of before going on a date. Do not let that man pick you up from your home. You don't know him. You don't truly, even the people you know for years, you don't truly know them. So what about a stranger? What's going on in this world now? You do not need people knowing where you live. If you do not have a way to that date, don't go. It could be a serial killer. And he has your address. He could stalk you. Like, he knows where you live. And I'm sure he probably done talked his head off. So he probably knows your whole schedule. Don't tell that man where you live. And no, my intention is not to have you guys being fearful or paranoid, but it's just about being mindful about what's really going on out here, okay? And yes, it may seem cute and nice for him to call you up and say, hey, I have reservations at this time. I can pick you up or let me send for you. Like, I understand how nice that may seem, but just be very mindful and careful, okay? You do not know this man. Do not get in his car. He can take you anywhere. He could drive crazy. He could have the child lock on. He could literally say, let's go on this date, and he can drive your ass somewhere else into his basement. When you are meeting a person on a date, you take yourself there and make sure it is in a public space. Being in public on your first date is crucial to maintaining the integrity of that date, plus safety reasons, okay? Because if you go into that man's domain, which is either his home or a hotel room, apartment, whatever, you are more susceptible to whatever he has going on. And because you don't know him fully yet, you don't know what he has going on. So be mindful. Plus, I understand that, we like to Netflix and chill, but save that for later dates, okay? Not for the first date. Like, come on, girl. When you are going out on a date, make sure people have your location. And let your date know that, yes, a few people do have my location, just to let you know, just so you are aware. So you don't necessarily have to tell him that information because you don't know how calculated he truly is. But my reasoning behind it is just so that he would know that people would know. Okay? So if he were to try anything, people would know where to trace everything back if something were to happen. If he understands, great. If he start freaking out, good. Because you don't need to, not good. You do not need to go on another date with that person. I always feel like it's best for you to pay for your own meal the very first date. And this is where you have to utilize your thinking brain and your instincts, the shit that God gave you. And I'm dead ass serious about this. That first date and you paying for your own meal, okay, it's protection. Because a lot of men, I've seen so many videos of people going out on dates where men feel super entitled to you in the most disrespectful of ways simply because they paid for the date. Pay for your own ish, okay? You want to be able to read that person well on a first date to even figure out if you want to go on the next date with them in general. And I know you guys are probably looking at me like I'm crazy because, if a man wants to court me, let him court me. And I get that. But we are in a different time period now. And I feel like self-preservation is very important and protecting our peace is very important. So I'm not saying to do this for every date. I am simply speaking on the first date so you can protect yourself and your peace, and know if you want him to take you out on the next date. Then he can court you. Just think of the first date like a trial and error. You want to make sure it makes sense first before fully investing or allowing him to fully invest in you. A lot of people say, oh, people can hide their intentions so well. Just because they're smiling at you, just because they look nice, because they smell nice, and they're saying nice things, does not mean they are a nice person. God will show you little hints where you'll raise an eyebrow. I don't want you to ever say, God, no, it doesn't happen. No, yes, it do. If you go into things with intention and you're like, hey, I'm going to go into this date to make sure I'm protecting myself. I want to enjoy myself, but I also want to make sure that I am being mindful of who I allow into my life and who I allow into my space. So God, show me the sign.
Lord, give me a sign.
Like, God will show you. Because like I said, there are little things that that person will say or do, regardless of how they look, smell, talk, whatever. There are certain things that that person would do that will make you raise an eyebrow. If you feel that eyebrow being raised, right, and you can't shake it, do not go out on a second date with him. And guess what? You are protected because, for one, he doesn't know where you live. You didn't get in his car, and you're not going to get in his car. And then you pay for your meal. You have protected yourself in all areas. Yay! Congratulations. If that person passed that test, right, and then you go on to your next date part, you can allow him to pay for the dates after that first date. Going to his home and in his car, I still would recommend that. I've had some crazy experiences, so I do not recommend, do not put nothing past anyone. Life is about having fun, yet self-preservation. And people keep thinking that, oh, I am untouchable, nothing can happen to me. I watch all these movies, a psychopath can tell a psychopath on it. Nope. People can have a whole act going on, okay? But like I said, there are little details that a person would do or say that'll make you have a bell rung in your head. Listen to that bell. Listen to it. Don't ignore that shit, yo. If you ignore it, you can literally F your whole life. Easy. Very easy. Playing it safe is the best way to go. Yeah, that is the best way to go. I have plenty more dating tips and everything, so let me know if you want another video or a part 2 for that. But thank you guys for watching. Take care.